And here we are for yet another Build a Bot session. Man, these I feel like we were just doing this. These weeks go by so fast, Drew.
They do go by very quickly, and I'm excited. You know, we had to move some things around a little bit today. We had a bunch of calls and stuff, and excited that everybody was flexible enough to come and join us at this particular time. But nonetheless, we love you, and we are going to show you something pretty cool today. I think this is something that I built out for my personal use, and I wanted to share it with you because we're already getting some incredible results from this. And listen, quite frankly, one of the best ways to help your market yourself and connect with other businesses is to leverage local meetups. And this is a great way to demonstrate your skill set and your technology. And quite frankly, even if you didn't want to promote selling artificial intelligence, it's a really cool way to very easily leverage it to connect with other businesses. So today we're going to go through this rather quickly. It's not a super complex bot at all. You can do various types of versions of this, but I'm going to show you very simply how I put this together very quickly and exactly what it does. And in fact, we will be giving you a template inside the members area. If you guys decide that you want to use it, feel free to modify it. And we're going to show you how you can get some sponsorship money out of using something like this or not. It's entirely up to you. And then obviously demonstrate how cool this is for potential other founders and people that are running their meetups of their own, right? So if you guys are cool with that, let's dig into this. I'll give you the prompt. We'll give you all the cool stuff involved. So today we're talking about how to create a MeetUp AI assistant, something that will help you if you are running your own meetups or want to help others that are, the founders and promoters of their own meetup sessions or networking sessions. And I think this will give you an idea how you might be able to provide this as a service to other people. You guys cool with that? You guys want to be able to sell more AI chatbots? Check it out. Let's dig in. So here's what we're going to be covering. Obviously, we're going to welcome everybody and kind of explain who this Build a Bot session is for. Why a MeetUp AI assistant? I think you can kind of figure that out simply because MeetUp AI assistant, what's that going to do, right? Part 3, how you and your MeetUp AI assistants can solve a big problem for you and your attendees and perhaps even other purveyors of meetups. Part 4, we're going to jump out and show you how to build this up and actually what it does, and then how to market your MeetUp AI assistant. Now, here's the meta thing about this. Once you see part 4, you're going to pretty much have an idea exactly how and why you would want to market something like this. Very, very simply, if you've got a meetup group that has 10, 15, 20, 100, hundreds of people come into your event, they're going to essentially experience your MeetUp AI assistant simply by coming to your meetup. Pretty cool, right? All right, so let's dig in. Part 1. Welcome to this Build a Bot session. Who is this particular session for? Well, it's all for all of you who just showed up for yourself. Right? You're going to find an interesting, clever, super, super practical and pragmatic way to leverage AI to do something very specific for you. And that's if you want to generate new leads from people that go to your meetup events, then this is for you. One thing only, right? Very, very simple. And as you go through this, you'll all be able to experience the bot in a very interesting, compelling way that will connect the dots. You're pretty much going to know it exactly. Oh, that's kind of interesting. That's kind of clever. And maybe even come up with some ideas of how to use this in other scenarios, other situations. So let's dig in. Part 2, why a MeetUp AI assistant? Well, people go to meetups for a couple of different reasons, right? They go to meetups to maybe meet other people, right? It's right there in the name, meetups and networking events and maybe even conferences and things of that degree. And they want to find and discover new businesses to work with, maybe to connect with people, make friends, um, maybe be able to prospect a little bit, and of course, make sales, potentially lead to getting more sales for their business. That's why I go to a lot of these meetup events. I don't particularly like going to them, but I'm starting to love them because they get incredible results. We're going through quickly here, guys. We're going to get to the nitty gritty in just a minute. So, how you and your MeetUp AI assistants can solve the big problem for you and your attendees. Well, the big problem that most people that are running and hosting these events is because they're going to be scattered, right? They're going to be all over the place, and you want to welcome and greet everybody and get to connect with people. And this is a huge deal, right? Like we call this like setting the stage for ourselves. And this is a great way, by the way, to emerge from obscurity. We would probably all agree that if you are the main speaker, if you were invited to speak on a stage, there's a lot of attention, right? There's a lot of awareness that gets focused on all. Speaking of focus, like the focus and the attention is all on you, right? If you are the host of the party, people are coming to the party to meet up with you, to drink your liquor, to drink your food, drink your beverages, eat your food, and be social, right? But you get the accolades as being the host of the show. So if you need more attention on your business, if you want to bypass the gatekeeper, maybe consider hosting a meetup, whether it's at your house, maybe it's a local bar or a local restaurant. It's a very, very smart way and a method to connect with the local business community, right? Now, here's the thing. Once you do have this meetup, like the big problem that most people have is like, how do I like really verify the people that have showed up and how do I register them? And now you can see where we're going with this, right? We want the AI assistant to do most of the heavy lifting. Short of hiring your son or your daughter, some attractive person that welcomes people to your event and physically getting them to use the pencil, use the pen, that kind of stuff. That's like yesterday, right? No, nobody really has time for that. They will go through the rigmarole, they'll go through the machinations of doing that. But what happens if you've got a bum rush of people that are coming to it? Like there's a backup of people. Maybe you want the backup of people to cause a little bit of a stir. But if you can automate the process, right, you get a better result in the long run. There's some things that you can do behind the scenes with the data that you're capturing to make it compelling, to make it very interesting, right? So let's build out an AI assistant, right? And we'll kind of show you what this thing does. In fact, I'll just kind of show you what this thing does, and then we'll kind of reverse track this, right? Let's get right into it so you guys understand it. We're actually going to move into part 5 right after this demo, how to actually market your MeetUp AI assistant, right? So I'm just going to show the cards, and this is kind of the fun part of this. In fact, you'll all be able to experience this if you are watching this on a desktop and you've got your iPhone, you've got your Android device. Go ahead and bring that out right now, because I'm going to show you exactly what I'm going to be doing, what we've been doing. Next week, I'm actually hosting a meetup in the Philadelphia area. If any of you are watching this, we invite you to come out and experience this for yourself, and to network and get to meet other businesses and connect with some very smart people in the community. So hopefully everybody can see this right now. This is a retractable banner. We've talked about this in the past, but here is a great way to get people to register for your event. Here's a larger picture of it, kind of zoomed in. If you've got your iPhone or your Android device, you can scan this right now, and you'll be able to experience this on your iPhone and your Android device. Now, if people are coming to your event, if you've got 5, 10, 15, 20 people, 100 people, this is a quicker, faster way for people to do it. Now, I'm going to bring up the bot on the screen so we can walk through and kind of express what this is about. So, David, I'm going to go ahead and add this to the stage.
Okay.
And let me know when you see my screen.
Yep, you're good.
All right. So here's a very simple bot that I created. It's called the Business Cards and Brews bot. You can change this out. We're going to give you access and a template to this. This is designed to help you generate leads and gather data from people that are actually coming to your event. It's essentially a registration bot. Now, we're going to do some interesting things with this one. It says, welcome to Business Cards and Brews. That's the name of my event. And it doesn't matter if you're hosting the event in the morning or in the evening, right? Business Cards and Brews could be beers, it could be beverages, all kinds of beverages, brews meaning coffee, it could be beers, it could be all kinds of fun stuff. Hello, I'm Drew's AI assistant, and I'm here to help you get the most out of this networking event. By the way, this event is sponsored by Soul Joel's Comedy Club and Gatsby's Pub. This particular one is this event I'm hosting next Tuesday, the September 24th, 4 o'clock to 6 p.m., at least at the time of this recording. If you're anywhere in the vicinity, would love to meet you. Come on out, connect with us. We're just going to be having some fun, learning about particular businesses. We'll do a round table. Everybody gets to announce their business, that sort of thing. And basically, what you could do with this, how you can modify this is, like, this event is sponsored by Soul Joel's Comedy Club and Gatsby's Pub. You could put a video underneath that the host or the sponsored company, maybe the venue, welcomes people as part of the sponsorship, right? They can literally sponsor, pay you money. You put their video in there and they get to give away some door prizes, right? Maybe it's tickets to the comedy show. Maybe it's a gift card. Maybe you go in halvesies with them. You buy a couple of gift cards and you give them away, right? Can I ask you to please sign in? Because we've got some cool door prizes, right? We've got some merch from Soul Joel's Comedy Club that we're going to be giving away, some hats, some t-shirts, some sweatshirts, stuff like that. Pretty cool, right? Very cool of Joel Richardson over at Soul Joel's. And we're going to be giving away, $100 in gift cards to Gatsby's Pub. Delicious food, by the way. Because we've got some cool door prizes. Sign in. You just simply tap this. And now, hey, welcome to Business Cards and Brews. I'm thrilled to help you sign in for this exciting networking event. Let's get started. Firstly, I'd like to assure you that your data is going to be kept private and secure. We'll collect this information to enhance your event experience and to follow up if there's mutual interest in connecting after the event. May I have your first and last name? So I'm going to type it in. Drew Griffin. I'll hit send. Thank you, Drew Griffin. Next, could you please tell me the name of your business? So askspot.ai. We'll hit enter. Thank you for sharing, Drew. Askspot.ai sounds intriguing. Could you please provide your email address? Drew@askspot.ai. Thank you for providing your email address, Drew. Next, I'd like to know more about your goals for today's event. What is your main goal for attending Business Cards and Brews? Are you looking to generate leads, make new contacts, find sales opportunities, or get specific introductions? I'd love to meet new people and generate leads. Hit send. Fantastic, Drew. Meeting new people and generating leads are great goals for today's event. To help you achieve these, I recommend attending the upcoming networking session specifically designed for lead generation. It's a lead opportunity to meet. It's a great opportunity to meet other professionals who are also looking to expand their networks. Additionally, I can assist in introducing you to specific attendees who align with your business interests. So here's a very specific question. Like, we want to not just use this as a registration tool, but we also want to provide value to those that are going to the event. If you would think about it, let's step back for a second. Why are people attending the event? If you are an introvert and you get nervous and anxious like I do, like, this is a hard step for people. They want to extract as much value out of this as possible. So is there a particular person or business that you're hoping to connect with at this event? It's okay if you don't know anyone. We'll do our best to introduce you to others, right? So I would really like to connect with healthcare professionals and maybe marketing or web design companies, right? If I can spell. And website developers. and I hit send. The AI is smart enough and it's going to kick back. It's going to say, great choices, Drew. Connecting with healthcare professionals and website developers can indeed open up numerous opportunities. I'll make sure to introduce you to attendees from these fields during the event. Obviously, you can modify it. And if you know that there's people there, essentially, you're getting to know who this person is really looking to connect with, right? As a marketer, as a local business, as a professional networker, keeping that in the back of your mind when you actually meet somebody, like I might meet Sean, right? Sean Dominski, or I might meet David Calafiore, and they do this kind of stuff, right? Excuse me. If I know Dr. Calafiore over there, Dr. Evil, I could probably say, oh, you know what? Drew was looking to meet with healthcare professionals. I'd love to introduce you to, to this guy. Would you mind connecting with him? Right. So I've got a few sessions coming up that might particularly be beneficial for networking, et cetera, et cetera. Right. Would you be interested in being featured in our upcoming newsletter or be a guest in our podcast? Right. So I'm being a little bit selfish here. Right. And if you don't do this kind of stuff, it's entirely up to you. But for me, I want to be able to feature local businesses and other entrepreneurs and that sort of thing in my local newsletter. I've got multiple newsletters that I run. We do some podcasting. I like to do live Facebook interviews and things of that nature. So I'm just going to simply ask them, hey, we'd love to feature you. Would you like to be a guest? Yes or no? Yes, I'd like to be a guest. I'd love to be featured. Who's going to say no to that, right? I'd love to be featured. If I could spell featured, that'd be great. Featured and or interviewed. Hit send. Fantastic, Drew. I'm glad to hear that you're interested in being featured in our newsletter and on our podcast. This would be a great opportunity to share your insights and experiences with a wider audience. That would be pretty compelling to pretty much anybody that you ask that question that probably came to the event, right? They probably want more exposure. They want to meet more people. They want more attention, awareness on their business. How can I best reach you for that? Would you prefer that we use email that you preferred, or is there some other method of contact? We're not getting too creepy here. We're just simply asking them, what's the best way for us to reach you? Now, I'm going to be a little bit vague here. I'm just going to show you that I created a prompt that takes them a little bit beyond, us trying to do all the work, right? So I just might say, I don't know, Facebook. And then the bot and the AI assistant is smart enough to say, could you please provide a little bit more of a specific link or a way to connect with you on Facebook? This will help ensure that we reach the right person for our newsletter feature and podcast interview. All right. Well, you know what? I'm going to be a little bit ornery here. I'm going to say Instagram. Instagram is how you spell it, right? Hit enter. Can you please, it's basically going to repeat that, right? Can you please provide a specific link or a way to connect with you on Instagram? All right, I'll get a little bit more granular. HTTPS, find Drew, you twisted my arm, facebook.com. And here's the link to do it. Send the link. Thank you for providing your Facebook link, Drew. I've successfully noted it down for our team to reach out to you regarding the newsletter feature and podcast interview. You're all set. Is there anything else that you would like to know or any other way I can assist you further with today's event? Thank you. Are there door prizes? I don't know. Yes, there are door prizes. We're excited to offer some cool door prizes as part of today's event. Make sure to participate in activities and sessions to increase your chances of winning. Enjoy the event and good luck. Is there anything else you'd like to know or any other assistance? That's it. Thank you. You're welcome, Drew. Have a fantastic time at Business Cards and Brews. Remember, I'm here to help you with any questions you might have throughout the event. You've also been entered to win one of the door prizes. Enjoy networking and make those valuable connections. If you need anything else, just let me know. Have a great event. Pretty straightforward, huh?
Very straightforward. And as Tom says, way more engaging than using, the usual lead capture form, kind of just leads you through the questions one by one. Super interactive. Nice job,
Yeah.
Drew. I like that a lot. I think it's going to be really useful at the upcoming meetup.
Super useful. And if you wanted to, you can log in and get all those responses for you as the event coordinator. You can decide if you want to share that with the host venue if you so choose and want to. But what's happening here, right, is now you've got a mechanism. Even if you weren't fancy, you weren't hooking up by way of webhooks and forums and all that other kind of stuff, you're still capturing all of that data, right? You capture all that data and you'll be able to, after the show or after the event, connect with everybody that has engaged and registered with the event. Very, very simple, very easy and elegant way. So now you've got an opportunity here, right? As people are starting to engage with this inside the bot, from the white label side, you can switch out the, the branding at the bottom of the chat bot itself. You could, um, really demonstrate the cool stuff. Most people are smart enough to realize, oh, this is really cool technology. How can I use this? Now, all of a sudden, do you see how this opens up pretty much everybody, almost every single person that is hosting a meetup event could benefit from something like this. Do you think you can go out there and sell a banner like this, right? Like this to a meetup coordinator and hook them up with a custom AI chatbot, meetup chatbot that helps them register people as they're coming through the door to find out more information and details about everybody that comes. Because frankly, when people come in, you don't really have a lot of the time and energy to connect with everybody at length.
Yeah.
So the marketing side of things, the smart way is to reach back out to them with this type of manner. Of course, you can modify the chat bot and the prompt and all that kind of stuff to be very, very specific to the venue and the discussion of whatever the topic of the AI of the meetup is going to be. Could you take this same method and go to vendors? Could you go to people that are doing expos at, say, craft shows and all kinds of fall shows and stuff like that, right? These banners are relatively inexpensive. I made this up on Canva for basically $140, $150. But now I can take this and use this at every event moving forward that I'm hosting on Meetup or Eventbrite or whatever. If you've got a physical location, I would invite you to go to the next, expo or craft show or craft fair and walk around. Sometimes these shows have hundreds of vendors, hundreds of presenters, hundreds of businesses, that they need more customers and clients. They want to be able to capture more people that are coming by. Could you get creative and give away an iPhone 16? Could you give away something of value like your next food cooking class, right? Like these bots don't need to be super expensive, right? If you build out one of these signs, you could probably sell one of these retractable banners for 150 to 200 bucks, right? Basically give it away for free by just making it up for them and creating a dynamic QR code, embedding it on top of the retractable banner, or maybe mark it up a little bit, sell it for 200 bucks, and then sell the bot for $10 a month, right? And then work with that person. Could it be 20 bucks a month? Could it be 25 bucks a month? Literally, you want an audience, you want to market this, go to a vending show. Like everybody's got a booth and they're looking for something to create appeal at one of these shows. Like that's just one thing. Chambers of commerce. Hello. Chambers of commerce would be massive opportunity. You want to sponsor a breakfast, just part of the deal, go right to the Chamber of Commerce. Hey, I'd love to sponsor your coffee, for the day, but in exchange, I want to put my retractable banner next to, the coffee station so that everybody scans that QR code, you capture their information. Hey, who can we introduce you to? And, you find a way to get that bot to capture that information, engage them. Hey, we'd love to promote you in the forthcoming newsletter, or we'd love to connect with you and feature you on our local Facebook page or inside of our group or whatever. Right? It doesn't need to be super expensive. You do it for yourself first, and then you're going to have businesses recognize your talent, recognize this amazing technology that walks them through that step. Could you put videos in from Dr. Feelgood that says, hey, welcome to such and such, dentistry. We'd love to, show you around and get you more oriented. There's lots of interesting ways to deploy your chatbot. So that said, David, I'm going to shut up.
Yeah, man,
And
nice job. And I guess we'll get this added as a template inside of AskSpot in the near future. We'll have Kim add that in as a template. That way, you guys could all import it into your accounts if you're an AskSpot user. And you'll have, then you'll have access to the prompt, and you can go ahead and make changes and edit and do what you need to do. But yeah, we'll get this added as a template. And some comments here. Could this be used for online events? Absolutely. You could use it for online events. Sure. You could adapt that. Olive says it could replace the fishbowl for business cards. Absolutely. That's a great idea, Olive. I like that a lot. But yeah, it's just a really simple way, number one, to help provide information to people who are showing up at your meetup, perhaps for the first time. Gives them some information, some things they should expect while they're there, things that they could be looking into, people they can connect with. And then it also allows you to extract data and information from those people who are showing up at your meetup and have access to that. So you can build a list, so you can connect with those people outside of meetup and maybe invite them back to your next networking or meetup group. Lots of possibilities here. Great job, Drew.
Thank you. Here's one little hack, for those of you who ever go and attend like very large Zoom sessions, you can just simply change out your image to that
To a
QR code. And lots of people will start scanning that QR. Like, who is this person? Let me scan that QR code and see what's going on. Oh, by the way,
Tim
thank
says,
you for those of you who did scan. I'm seeing a bunch of you have. Thanks, Steve. Looks like a bunch of people. Don, I appreciate you guys scan. So I already know you guys were scanning the QR code. You've gone through it. So thank you for doing that.
Awesome. James, Drew just created that banner right inside Canva. They have a bunch of templates in there for these. It's super easy. And then you can actually,
if you guys want that template, comment below and I'll drop a link in for that template so you guys can start with that and switch it out if you wish.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, that's it. Quick and easy today. Great idea. For those of you who are out doing what you should be doing more often, networking, prospecting, mixing it up with other business owners, right? Great opportunity. So yeah, we'll get you the template. Give us a chance, Tim. We will get that added as a template sometime today, maybe tomorrow. When we get a chance, we'll get that in there. Okay. We'll add it into the template area inside of AskSpot. So we're not going to give this to you individually inside of AskSpot in the template area. As soon as we add that, you'll see it in there.
That's it, guys. Enjoy the rest of this day. Go out there, set up some meetups, use this template, and have some fun with it. Let us know how many leads that you're generating from this. Let us know about the events that you're putting out there, the meetups that you've got going, and we'll talk to you guys soon. See you.